Hello students, hope you are all well. Okay, today we are going to start with the solution of assignment that I had given to you, the assignment for chapter 1 rational numbers. Okay, so let's start. We will move on through questions one by one, try to keep up. Okay, question number 1 is a number minus 5 upon 0 is. What kind of a number is? Question is asking what kind of number minus 5 upon 0 is. So minus 5 upon 0 is not a rational number. Why? Because denominator of rational number q cannot be equal to 0. Denominator of rational number cannot be 0. So it is not a rational number. It is not a positive because there is negative sign. It is not a negative rational number because it is not a rational number, and neither is the D option. Okay. Next is question number 2. Question number 2 is sum of any two rational numbers is always. Sum of any two rational number is always a rational number. Okay, easy. Okay, now let's start with some additions. Okay, these are questions from addition part of your chapter. Addition is minus 9 upon 17 and 8 upon minus 17. You have to add both of these. So what you need to do is you have to minus 9 upon 17 plus 8 upon minus 17. You have to do this addition. Okay, so what you are going to do is first of all you will bring the negative sign from denominator to the numerator. This will be minus 9 upon 17 plus minus 8 upon 17. After that you will see that it is a common denominator, so you take the common denominator, minus 8 minus 9, this will be minus 17 upon 17. So your final answer is going to be minus 1. Okay. Keep in mind that in addition the signs of both the terms does not change, but in subtraction sign of one of the terms changes. Okay. Next is once again you have to add minus 5 upon minus 26 and minus 11 upon 39. So for this question denominators are different. You will be required to take some LCM. So this will be 5 upon minus 26 plus minus 11 upon 39. Okay, so first of all you will move the negative sign to the numerator. This will be minus 5 upon 26 plus minus 11 upon 39. Okay, so on solving it you will have the common you will have to take the LCM. The LCM is going to be 78. Okay, the LCM is going to be 78 and 26 3s is 78, so minus 5 into 3 plus minus 11 into 39 2s is 78, so this will be minus 15 minus 22 upon 78. So final answer is minus 37 upon 78. So this is the C option. C option is the correct one. Okay. Now in the same manner you have fifth question, question number 5. So let's see question number 5 is, 35 upon 6 plus minus 7 upon 3 plus minus 11 upon 9. Okay. So once again you have to take the LCM. The LCM is going to be 18. Okay. 6 3s are 18, that means 35 into 3. 3 6 are 18, that means minus 7 into 6 and minus 11 into 2. Okay, so this will be 35 3s are 105 minus 7 6 are 42 minus 22 upon 18. Okay, so this will be 105 minus 64 upon 18. You simplify it, 41 upon 18. Okay, 41 upon 18, that is B part. So I guess it is understandable to you now. Okay, then moving on to the next question, question number 6. Question number 6 is, which of the following is the commutative property of addition? You have to determine which of the following is commutative property of addition. Commutative property is x plus y is equals to y plus x. It does, commutative property means the order of addition does not matter, answer is going to be same. Commutative property is not applicable for division as well as subtraction. And associative property is x plus y plus z is equals to x plus y plus z. Okay. Which of the following shows the existence of additive inverse? Additive inverse is when a number is added to a given number, the answer becomes 0. That is its additive inverse. So additive inverse of x is minus x. Suppose I am asking you the additive inverse of minus 4 by 3. So what you write it, additive inverse of minus 4 by 3 is going to be plus 4 by 3. Okay, you just change the sign. Next is which of the following shows the existence of additive identity? Additive identity is if you add 0 to any number, the answer is 0. If you add 0 to any number, the answer is 0. That is additive identity. So for any number, its additive identity is going to be 0. Next, question number 10. Question number 10 is find the value of x for question number 10 to 12. For all of these questions, we have to determine the value of x. Okay, so let's start with question number 10. For question number 10, let's see. It is the application of commutative property. A and B are being added. So B and A should result into same answer. So answer is going to be minus 11 upon 101. Okay, that was the missing term. We are just comparing LHS and RHS. In LHS, RHS, both 7 by 6 is present. But in RHS, in LHS, in place of x, there is minus 11 upon 101. So we just replace it. Okay. Next is x plus minus 3 upon 20 is equals to minus 3 upon 5. Okay. This we have to solve. We will solve it like this. X is equals to minus 3 upon 5 minus, once the number is shifted towards from left hand side towards the right hand side, the sign of the number changes. X will be equal to 3 upon 5 plus 3 upon 20. As you can see, the denominators are not same, so we take the LCM and minus 12 plus 3, so this will be minus 9 upon 20. So answer of x will be minus 9 upon 20. Next is 0 minus 7 upon 4 is equals to x. We have to determine the value of x. X will be minus 7 upon 4. First option is not correct because on simplifying it, it will become 7 upon 4. That will be incorrect. The sign is important also. Next is question number 3. Question number 13. Question number 13 is commutative property of subtraction is valid for none of the numbers. For any type of numbers, commutative property in subtraction is not applicable. Similarly, for associative property, for any type of number, the subtraction for any type of number, the associative properties for subtraction is not possible. Not for rational, not for integer, not for fraction, not for any real number, not for any imaginary number, not for any rational number. Okay, next we are going to talk about the reciprocals. These 3 questions belong to the reciprocal. So what is reciprocal? If I asking you find out the reciprocal of 1 by 4, you will say 4 upon 1. Okay. If I am asking you find out the reciprocal of 3 by 6, so you will write it as minus, not equal to, it will be minus 6 upon 3. So what happens with the reciprocal? The sign of the number remains to the top, sign of the numbers remain to the numerator, but the value of the numerator and denominators interchange. The denominator moves towards the numerator and numerator moves towards the denominator. Okay, this is what happens, but the sign of the number remains at the numerator only, always. Okay, so reciprocal of a negative rational number is always negative. This was a negative rational number, its reciprocal is negative, always negative. Reciprocal of 0 is always cannot be determined. Reciprocal of 0, that is 1 upon 0, cannot be determined. Reciprocal of a positive rational number is always positive. Reciprocal of a positive rational number is always going to be positive. Next is question number 18. Question number 18 is what should be subtracted from this to get this? So we let x to be subtracted. We let x to be subtracted from minus 3 upon 10 to get minus 8 upon 21. So what does this line means? If minus 3 upon 10 minus x is equals to minus 8 upon 21. If x is subtracted from minus 3 upon 10, the answer is minus 8 upon 21. So what you are going to do is, you are going to simplify this. So on simplification, minus x is equals to minus 8 upon 21 plus 3 upon 10. Okay. This will be minus x is equals to, take the common LCM, that is 210 minus 80 plus 63 minus x will be equal to minus 17 upon 210, that is 210, and therefore x will be equal to 17 upon 210. So x will be equal to 17 upon 210, that is option B. Okay, so option B is correct. Option B is correct. Next is question number 19. Subtract the sum of minus 5 upon 3 and minus 8 upon 7 from the sum of this and this. So first of all, sum 1. First sum is minus 5 upon 3 plus minus 8 upon 7. Okay. So this will be taking the LCM 21. 7 5 is 35 minus 35. 3 8 is 24 minus 24. So I'm simplifying it, you will get 59 upon 21, that too of negative. For the second number, sum 2. For the second set of numbers, sum 2, let's say it's sum 2. We have to determine the sum of 3 upon 2 and plus minus 31 upon 28. So once again, as you can determine, the denominators are not same. So we take the LCM. LCM is going to be 28. And after taking the LCM, 3 into 14 is 48. Sorry, not 48, 42. And this is minus 31. So this becomes 11 upon 28. Okay. So what you need to do after that is, after this you have to do what? According to question, subtract the sum of, we have to subtract sum 1 from sum 2. Okay. So this value is to be subtracted from this value. That must mean 11 upon 28 minus 59 upon 21. That is 11 upon 28 plus 59 upon 21. Once you simplify the answer, you will find the correct answer. Okay. 7 4s are 28, 7 3s are 21, 28 3s are 24, 3 2s are 6, 7 8, 84. The number, I guess this is the correct answer. Okay, but you check it again. According to me, B is the correct option. It is a question from your book, Math Bliss, so you can check from there. Okay. See, you must try to do calculation, more and more calculation by yourself. I cannot help you with that. Okay, you have to try more and more calculation by yourself. Okay, it is very important for you, for your age, to do as much calculation by yourself as possible without using any calculators or any other help. Okay, try to do more and more questions. The question was not that much conceptual. I explained it very clearly. Okay, and you will clearly find out the answer about it. Okay, next is you have to simplify. So once again, for the simplification, you have to take the LCM. LCM is going to be 36. Okay, so this will be 3. I guess not 36. LCM will be 72. Sorry, LCM will be 72. Okay, more than 70. LCM will be 72. See, we have numbers 8, 9, 36, and denominator of 1 is 1. Okay, so first of all, by 2, let's take 4. We don't need to do prime factorization. We can do factorization simple. 2 4s are 8. Sorry, 4 2s are 8. 9 as it is. 4 9s are 36. Then 2 1, 9, 9, 1. Okay, next is 9, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, so you get LCM as 4 into 2 into 9. 4 2s are 8, 8 9s are 72. So LCM is 72, 8 9s is 72, so 3 is multiplied by 9, plus 9 8s are 72, 2 is multiplied by 8, minus 36 2s is 72, 5 is multiplied by 2, and again minus 72. 1 is multiplied by 72, you will get 72. So 3 9s are 27, 2 8s are 16, 5 2s are 10, minus 72 upon 72. And on further simplification, this will be 6 plus 7 is 13, and 2 plus 1 3 plus 1 4, 43, minus 82 upon 72. Okay, so simplify it. Let's make some more room. Okay, on simplifying it, 43 minus 82. 80 minus 40 is 40, and 12 minus 3 is 9. So this will be 39 upon 72. You can simplify it further. 3 1s are 3, 3 3s are 9, 3 2s are 6, 3 4s are 12. This is 13 upon 24, that too of negative. So minus 13 upon 24, that is A option. A option is the correct one. Okay. Once again, these are all the questions that can be discussed that are exactly from your book Math Plus. Okay. For the examination point of view, there can be some little changes. Okay. Because as I remember, in your book only this much part is given. I added -1 by myself here. Okay. So I can do such things in your exam paper. Calculation questions, conceptual questions will be strictly from your books, from your assignments, or from the definitions that I have discussed in my lectures. But algebraic questions, questions for solving, can be little bit tweaked. Next is you have to find the reciprocal of -1 5 by 6. So -1 5 by 6 is a mixed fraction. We cannot find out the reciprocal of that. So in order to find its reciprocal, first of all we convert it into improper fraction. That is 6 1s are 6, minus 6 plus 5 upon 6. That is 6 and 5 is 11. 11 upon 6 negative. So if you want to find its reciprocal, this will be minus 6 upon 11. Minus 6 upon 11, that is C part. Next is question number 22. Question number 22 is multiplicative inverse of 7. Multiplicative inverse of 7 is nothing but reciprocal of 7. That is 1 upon 7. The product of multiplicative and additive inverse of 10. Additive inverse of 10 is minus 10, and multiplicative inverse of 10 is 1 upon 10. If you want to do their product, the answer is -1. Fill in the blanks. This is the associative property. You have to determine which of the terms comes in LHS but not in RHS. In LHS we have 2 by 3, we have 2 by 3. In RHS we have -5 by 11, -5 by 11. The remaining is 7 upon 13. So that is your answer, 7 upon 13. Okay, next is fill in the blanks. That is again your associative property. You take as much common as possible. What is happening here is, in the first term, in the LHS part, there is 4 upon 5 minus 3 upon 7. Again 1 upon 5 and minus 3 upon 7. So what you do is, you take minus 3 upon 7 as common. The remaining is 4 upon 5 plus 1 upon 5. You take minus 3 upon 7 as common. The remaining is 4 upon 5 plus 1 upon 5. As the denominator is same, so you rewrite it as 5 upon 5. So you have minus 3 upon 7 and here comes 5. Okay. So answer here will be 5. Check out the options. Okay. Answer is 5. Next is question number 26. Commutative property of division is valid, not valid. Associative property. Once again, commutative and associative properties are not valid for division. Okay. Next is you have to simplify. You have to perform the division. So as I have discussed earlier, how do we do the division? We change the sign in between to negative and we make the second number as reciprocal. This will be 81. Negative sign will be at the numerator only, upon 14. So 7 2s are 14 and I guess 9. uh, 2 plus 4, that is 6, 6 plus 3, 9. Okay, 9 nines are 81, that is minus 9, and 9 twos are 18, after 18 6, 9 sevens are 63, and once again minus 1, 3. So your final answer is minus 1 upon 6. I watched this one. Okay, the answer is minus 1 upon 6. Your final answer is going to be minus 1 upon 6. None of the options are correct. Minus 1 upon 6. Okay, correct it please. Minus 1 upon 6. Moving on. Question number 29. Question number 29 is, you are given the value of A and you are given the value of B. You have to find out the value of A plus B divided by A minus B. So first of all, you have to determine A plus B. A plus B is, A is 2 upon 3 and B is 3 upon 4. Once you add the number, the LCM is 12. 4 to the 8 plus 9. 9 plus 8. 9 plus 8 is 17, 17 upon 12. And after that, you have to determine the value of A minus B. A minus B is again 2 by 3 minus 3 by 4. LCM is again going to be same, 8 minus 9. This is minus 1 by 12. Okay. So now you have to divide both the numbers. So you have to do the division. 17 upon 12 is divided by minus 1 upon 12. So what you do is you change the in between sign as multiplication and you take the reciprocal of second number. So answer will be minus 17. Answer will be B part, minus 17. Okay. Next is next question is, divide the sum of minus 1 upon 5 by 8 by 5 by 12 by their difference. Divide the sum of, first of all, you have to determine the sum of these two numbers, and then this is not by end. Okay, not by end. First of all, you have to determine their sum, then their difference, and then their division. So first of all, sum will be minus 1, let me write it properly, minus 1, 5 by 8 plus 5 by 12. Okay, I am changing the first fraction to the improper fraction. 8 ones are 8. 8 plus 5 is 13, minus 13 upon 8 plus 5 upon 12. You take the LCM. LCM is going to be 24. This is minus 13 3s are 39 and 5 2s are 10. So you will get minus 29 upon 24. That will be the sum. Let us talk about difference. Difference will be minus 13 upon 8 minus 5 upon 12. This will be the difference. You change the sign in between. Okay. Once again, LCM is going to be same, and minus 39 plus, sorry, this time it is minus 10. This will be minus 49 upon 24. Okay. So you have the sum, you have the difference. Now you have to perform the division. So sum divided by difference. Sum is minus 29 upon 24 divided by difference. Difference is minus 49 upon 24. Okay. So this will be like minus 29 upon 24 into 24 upon minus 49. So 24 and 24 cancel out. This will be minus 29 upon minus 49, and negative signs are cancel out. So 29 upon 49, that is A option. A option is correct. Okay. Okay, if you are reading your book Math Bliss, you can easily determine that most of the questions are from that only. Okay, and if you have covered the syllabus, the videos that I have sent you before and after the holidays, you will also see that most of the questions and concepts are covered from there also. Okay, so don't worry about it whether you have to prepare for your exam using your NCERT book that I have given you or Math Bliss. Both are equally valid. Fine. Okay, keep your focus on the assignment. The types of questions that we have discussed in the assignment will be coming in your exams. Okay. So thank you for your time. Have a nice day.